Ever since I was young, I knew about Jesus, but I never really had a relationship with him.
Growing up, I was raised Christian, but I never really went to church much. And I didn't know anything about who God was, and I just wasn't really interested. I was like, wait, who's this guy?
My best friend to this day, Jason, took me to my first club.
I started going to Young Life because she was like, you should come. And I was like, okay, what is this? And then I started going.
We had dinner, we have sing songs, we did our skit, we did more songs after that, and there's a game.
I feel so accepted there. I can be myself no matter what, and if I'm having a bad day, I know I can go to Young Life and just sit and talk it out.
The first club I ever went to was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my life. There were kids eating goldfish and Oreos, and I remember there was this game that we had to play where you had to stick your hand in a bag at an all area club. And there were a few different bags, and you had to pick up what was in the bag and you had to eat it. And in one of the bags was a mouse. And I think from that moment on, it just brought me into Young Life. I've never seen anything that crazy and that much fun.
For most kids, Young Life is simply a person who knows their name and sees something in them that others may not. It's a person who keeps showing up, cheering when things are good, and listening when they aren't.
I got into Young Life by my brother. He told me about it, and also my football coach, Dave.
I first heard about Young Life or Wildlife in middle school. I had no idea what it was, so I never went. But once I got to high school, when I was a freshman, I played football, and my area director, Dave, was also my coach.
I was there with my friends, all the Young Life leaders, Mr. Michelson, Mr. Jenkins, Quinn, Aiden. Everyone there made me feel included, made me feel loved, and they made me feel I was special, and I've never felt that feeling before.
People nowadays, if you don't, like the first time you meet, you're so like quiet and awkward and shy and you don't know what to talk about. But the first time I went there and the first time I met them, they were like loud and crazy and made you feel comfortable.
My first time at club, I was really the awkward kid out who didn't really fit in anywhere. I was sort of in the corner on the couch, and you see all the boys kind of playing a game. My leader, Tommy, who was really the first one to kind of grab me, he just his whole the attention he gave me and the love that he showed was something I've never felt before. And after that, I really felt like I belonged. That was a huge deal.
My leader, Jamarco, I really looked up to him, and he is the one person that truly introduced me to who Jesus is and what Young Life is about.
Me and Leticia, man, we hang out all the time. We always go to lunch.
He showed me what friendship and love is, and it introduced a whole new perspective on not only what he could do, but what I could do giving back to Young Life and the community that I was a part of now.
If I'm having a bad day, she'll text me, be like, hey girl, like, just know I'm here for you and I love you and let's get lunch, and we'll get lunch and we'll get Starbucks and just hang out.
I look up to Jamarco as an older brother, a figure of just someone I want to be, and I want to give just like Jamarco has given back.
Hearing people that I loved and cared about, like my leaders, share about who this guy Jesus is, and that really just kind of made me more and more interested.
Young Life doesn't start with a program. It starts with adults concerned enough about kids to go to them, on their turf and in their culture, building bridges of authentic friendship. These relationships don't happen overnight. They take time, patience, trust, and consistency. From club to camp to campaigners and all other Young Life activities, teenagers will have fun and hear about a God that loves them.
The more and more that I went to Young Life, I was sort of getting fed and just getting different, seeing Jesus in a way that I've never have before.
Now in Young Life Club, it's been amazing. I go there with my friends every Wednesday. Everyone there is just cheering you on. You play games, you hear about the word of Jesus, and they do it in a way that just really like speaks to a teenager like me.
I was never religious growing up, and I feel like going to Young Life, it's a whole new perspective on the Bible and like everything about it. So it's cool how you go to Young Life and it's with your friends and they make you feel comfortable, and what they teach you, they like modernize it and make it so relatable.
What Jamarco really touched on is the life that we're living and what we're doing and how Jesus is relevant to that now and what he did during his life. And I've never heard someone speak about Jesus that way and how he loves us.
You know, it's so cool to see what God has done, what he continues to do, and I think the craziest part is how I get to share the good news about Jesus to kids that can possibly, do the same thing to other kids several years down the road.
Young Life to me is a safe place where me and my friends could go and feel just safe and included and loved, and it's just an amazing feeling.
They'll just make you feel like it's your home too, and I love it.
It's not really about Young Life. It's always been about Jesus. Young Life is a vehicle where kids meet Jesus. And for that, we're thankful for your support.
My favorite part of Young Life is having fun. Having fun is good.
I love Young Life, I love what it's about, and I love watching my close friends accept Jesus.
I'm different because I met Jesus. I met Jesus because of Young Life.
I'm different because I met Jesus. I met Jesus because of Young Life.
I'm different because I met Jesus, and I met Jesus because of Young Life.
I'm different because I met Jesus. I met Jesus because of Young Life.
I am different because I met Jesus, and I met Jesus through Young Life.